Hello everyone, welcome back to FPL STAR. Today I gonna reveal my new FPL team for Game Week 1. So before starting, if you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel for FPL content throughout the season. Now let's start. In goalkeeping option for Game Week 1, I have Areola and he's a substitute goalkeeper for me. He's just 4 million, be the first choice goalkeeper for West Ham and got in Game Week 1 Bournemouth away. So it's a favorable fixture and that's why he is in the starting 11. Now move on to the first defender in my team and it's Estupinian, and I think he is locked for my team. He's playing for Brighton, a very attacking side, and playing in the left back position. He is so creative and also playing in the very advanced role, and that's why I'm gonna go with him. And his effective ownership is 51.6%. He has got a good run of fixture for first 3 games with Luton home, Wolves away, West Ham home, and that's why I think he is the first locked in player in my team. Now move on to my second defender, and it's also a locked in, and it's Luke Shaw. He is 5.5 million and has an ownership of 34.8%. He has got easy fixture as Manchester United playing Wolves home in Game Week 1, so that's why I'm going for Luke Shaw. If you look at the Manchester United defense, they are one of the best defense in the league, and Luke Shaw can be in the free kick or corner sometime, and also he is a bonus point magnet. That's why I'm going with him, and he's locked for Game Week 1 team. Now move on to the third defender, and it's Gabriel. It is not locked in for Gabriel because there might be some possible replacement here, but at present I am going with Gabriel. His first 3 fixtures looks good. Arsenal are a very good defensive side. In last season they finished in number 2 position, and if you look at the Gabriel performance, he started 38 games out of 38, so he is totally nailed. And as now Timber is signed for Arsenal, I don't think that Gabriel minute will be in risk, and that's why I'm going for Gabriel. The possible replacement for Gabriel is Zinchenko. If Zinchenko playing in the inverted level position in pre-season, then I will go for Zinchenko. And other thing also I need to address that Zinchenko need to be fit in my team. If he is fit for Game Week 1, I might replace Gabriel by Zinchenko. The second one is Alexander-Arnold, and if I am going for 8 million defender, then I will go for Alexander-Arnold because he is one of the best right back in the Premier League and he created a lot of chance, but at present I am not gonna go with Alexander-Arnold because he is too expensive and I cannot afford him. The third one is John Stone. He is also a good FPL asset, but I think there is some rotation risk for Manchester City defender, and that's why he is not in my starting 11. At present I am happy with Gabriel. Now move on to the midfield position, and first midfielder here is Mitoma. I already tell that Brighton has got easy fixture and Mitoma playing in the left wing position, and he looks to be nailed and the creative player for Brighton, and he's a very good dribbler also. That's why I'm going with Mitoma in my team, and he's a locked in player for my team. Now move on to the second midfielder, and it's Rashford, and he's 9 million, 41.7% manager have Rashford. He can play either in the left wing position or in the center forward position. He's a very good FPL asset to hold, and he's looks to be a very good captaincy shout in Game Week 1 because Wolves are not a very good defensive side last season, and Rashford playing very well in last part of the season. So I might captain Rashford because it's a home match for Manchester United, but there is obviously Erling Haaland there. So this is a debate that Rashford has got home match where Erling Haaland got a away match, but still I think Rashford is a very good FPL asset, and that's why he's locked in my team. Now move on to my third midfielder, and it's also a Manchester United midfielder, and it's Bruno Fernandes. At present I am not locked in with Bruno Fernandes because if he plays in the deep role in pre-season, Mount playing in the attacking mid position, then I think I will not go for Bruno Fernandes. Or if I want to go for Salah, then I will also need to sell one of the Manchester United mid, and I will sell then Bruno Fernandes and going for Salah. but there is still a possibility that I might go for Bruno Fernandes, and that's why he is in my team. Now move on to my fourth midfielder, and it's from Arsenal, and it's Martinelli. I prefer Martinelli over Odegaard and Saka at present, but if his minute has great risk, then I probably switch Odegaard or Saka. But if you look at Martinelli's performance when he's fit, he's more destructive than I think Saka and Odegaard, and that's why I'm going with Martinelli. But if you look at Odegaard's point per match is 5.7, which is quite good, and he's the number 10 for Arsenal, so I might go for Odegaard, and Saka is the penalty taker, but I'm not totally happy with Saka's performance, but still he's a very good FPL asset. So if in pre-season Saka playing very well and he's in great form, then I will go for Saka or Odegaard. It's so only depend on the form of the player. Now move on to my fifth midfielder, and it's Phil Foden from Manchester City, as Manchester City has got injury concern of Kevin De Bruyne and also possible transfer out for I think Mahrez, and there is the possibility that Bernardo Silva also leave Manchester City. Gundogan already leaves, so I think that will increase Foden minute, and he can play in the right wing position as well as in the attacking mid position or second striker position. So I think Foden should start for Manchester City in first few games, and that's why he is in my starting 11. But if I found that Foden will not start for Manchester City and Grealish will start, then I will go for Grealish. He is also 7.5 million midfielder, and other option there is Mbeumo. If I want to go for a cheap midfielder, then go for Mbeumo because he will be the penalty taker for Brentford, and also in the absence of Tierney, he is a very good FPL asset. The third one is inside, so his minute is not secure. But if I want to go for Bruno Fernandes to Salah, I need some fund from here, and then I will need inside, so in Foden position. Now move on to the forward option, and the first forward is locked in, and it's Erling Haaland, great fixer, so he's in the first place in my team. Now move on to the second forward, and Gabriel Jesus, and I'm totally confident with Gabriel Jesus. He is the only one I think nail striker for Arsenal, and that's why I am going with Gabriel Jesus. And if you look at the underlying data, Gabriel Jesus' underlying data is better than any other midfielder from Arsenal like Martinelli, Saka or Odegaard, and that's why Gabriel Jesus is in the starting 11. Now move on to my first substitute goalkeeper, and it's Martinez, but he's not a substitute goalkeeper. He is my first choice goalkeeper, but in game week 1 he has got Newcastle away, so I put Areola in the first 11, but the main goalkeeper is Martinez. I like Aston Villa defense a lot, and that's why I'm going for Martinez. And if you look at the Aston Villa defense, if you want to cover Aston Villa defense, then you have to go for Mings or Pau Torres, but I think Martinez is a better option than Pau Torres or Mings, so that's why going for Martinez. He's also a very good differential player, just 8.2% ownership. And if you look at the fixture run for Aston Villa from game week 1 to game week 15 or 16, they have great fixers, so that's why I think Martinez can get some clean sheet point as well as some save point, and he's also a very good penalty saver. That's why he's in my team. Now move on to the possible replacement for Martinez, and it's Ramsdale. I think if I want to go for an Arsenal goalkeeper, then I will go for Ramsdale because I do not fully convinced with Arsenal defense, Gabriel, Zinchenko, but at present I have got Zinchenko. But if I want to go for Arsenal in a goalkeeping option, then obviously Ramsdale is a good option. The second one is John Stone. If I want to go for cheap goalkeeper, then I can go for John Stone 4.5, but I don't like Crystal Palace fixer as I like Aston Villa fixer, and that's why John Stone is not the starting 11 in my team. And the Flaken, if Raya leaves Brentford, then Flaken will be their first choice goalkeeper, and he's just 4.5 million, and then I can go for Flaken, but at present I am with Martinez. Now move on to the first bench option from substitute, and it's Pedro Porro. If you look at Pedro Porro's performance in last season, he is only playing 15 matches, but he scored 3 goals and also provided 3 assists. He then playing in the right wing back position, but this season they will play in the back foot. Pedro Porro will be in the right back position. If he can play in right back position very well in pre-season, then I will go for Pedro Porro in my bench option because I have a lot of budget in my team remaining because I don't have Salah and Alexander-Arnold, so that's why my team has got budget and I'm going for Pedro Porro because it will give me some possibility to rotate my defender when there is hard fixing in game week 4. A lot of big team are meet with each other and then I have need to use my bench, and then I think Pedro Porro can be an option for my team. The possible replacement for Pedro Porro is Udojai, and he is 4.5. He can play in the left back position for Tottenham, and if you look at Udojai's performance in Serie A league, and he's playing very well. He scored 3 goals and 4 assists for his side, and he's very attacking left back. So if he can go for the Postecoglou side, then I will go for Udojai. He's 0.5 million cheaper than Pedro Porro. The second option is Chilwell, and if I want to go for Chelsea defense, then I think I can either go for Chilwell or Reece James. It mostly depends on their fitness, but at present I am happy with Pedro Porro. And if I want to go for just 4 million defender, then Baldock is the best option here because he is playing in the right wing back position for Sheffield United, but I am not totally convinced with Sheffield United, so that's why Pedro Porro in my substitute first choice, and he is in my team. Now move on to the second defender, and it's Pinnock, and his 4.5 has positive goal rate. He's a very good differential player, just 1.8% ownership, and Brentford got very good fixer. If I want to go for Martinez in goalkeeping option, then I will go for Pinnock, but if I go for Flecken, then I will go from Aston Villa, and it's Pau Torres, but I think Pinnock possesses more goal threat than Pau Torres. If you look at the Pau Torres performance in La Liga, he's just scored 1 goal, and that's I am not totally happy with Pau Torres, and that's why I am going with Pinnock. The other option is Henry. He's playing in the wingback position for Brentford, but he doesn't possess that much threat because most of the time Brentford playing in the back four position. When they play in the better team like Manchester City or Arsenal, then they switch their formation to back 5, and then Henry playing in the wing position. But as he is not every match playing in the wing position, that's why I'm not totally convinced with him. And the third option is Baldock, just a 4 million cheap option. If I want to go for bench option just 4 million, then I think Baldock is the better option. I already tell that. Now move on to the third bench option, and it's Muniz, and he's just a 4.5 million forward who have very low ownership, 0.3%. And if I want to go for the possible replacement, and if I found that Alvarez will start in the first game week, as Manchester City matches the first match in game week 1, so even there be team league, and then if I found that Alvarez playing them, I might switch for Alvarez, but I don't like him as a long-term option. That's why it might not be happened. The second option is Vinicius, because if Mitrovic transferred to Saudi Arabia, then I think Vinicius will be their first choice striker. If Fulham doesn't sign any forward, then I think Vinicius will be their first choice forward, and he's 5 million a bench option and might go for the rotation for my team. Now move on to the captaincy choice for game week 1, and it's obvious one, Erling Haaland, and he has got Burnley away. A promoted team is a great fixture for Erling Haaland, but in pre-season, if Rashford form is better than Erling Haaland, then I might go for Rashford in captaincy choice, but I don't think it will be happen, and that's why captaincy in Erling Haaland and vice captain element is Rashford. So that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please like this video, and if you are new in this channel, please subscribe this channel and don't forget to press the bell icon. Good luck for your team.